Hello and welcome. This is Chris Kelly from North Fort Promised Land Apiaries, here today to do a demonstration of how to install your nuke. I'd like to first thank the group for the East End and Tara Lynn for helping co-host this. It is a pleasure to do this, and I really wish I had been able to do this in person with you. But here we go. Under the circumstances of today, we're going to do our best to entertain you. Installing a nuke is really very straightforward and simple. You do need to be prepared for a few things. To begin with, your nuke, when you come to pick it up from me at Fink's Farm, will actually have a screen in it. That screen is to keep the bees inside. When you bring your nuke to your bee yard, you would take that screen out and place your hive, your nuke, either on top or in front of the beehive that you're going to put the bees into in your installation. The second thing you want to have a handy dandy screw gun or a Phillips head screwdriver. Either one will work. And then you want to have your bee gear. For those of you that wear the protective bee gear for the veil and hat, this is the time that you put it all on. The next thing that you will do is you will now light your smoker. The way I like to light my smoker is I like to have a little piece of newspaper. I then bring out my little lighter. And I get the paper lit. Once I get that lit pretty nicely, I can use any kind of material, like these leaves that are in this bee yard. Get a nice cool smoke going. Once you've got your smoke going, you can go ahead and close the lid. And once you close the lid, then you go and you can smoke the entrance. Give it 1 or 2 puffs, just like that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the screws out of the top of the nuke box. My screws are now removed. And it's very important now that if you move this nuke box, you do not pick it up from the lid, okay? I now pick up the nuke by the bottom and put it in front of the hive. I'm now set up to transfer the frames of the nuke into the hive that I'm going to put them in. So I take my outer cover and my inner cover off, and if you note inside, I have removed 5 frames because this is a 5-frame nuke. When I start to install this nuke, before I do that, I take out 1 extra frame. So I now have a little bit of extra space in the box while I put the bees in. You'll take a note that this is a nice, cool, kind of a grayish white smoke. It's nice and cool. And then what we do, we pop the corner of the lid, and as we lift up, I just give a gentle smoke across the top. Really important that when you take the lid off, that you take this lid, and I like to do exactly like this. I bang sharply into the nuke box to make sure no bees stay on there. Now, real important, your nuke, as whatever order the frames are in is exactly how you put the bees into this hive right now. So I'm going to start from my far side, this left side, and I'm going to take one frame at a time. Now note, you take it out straight and gently, and I do a slight rock back and forth. Now, it is not important that you find the queen. What is important is that you do the transfer quickly and gently. So I've got the first frame is in, and I have a second frame here with a amatraz strip, which is the varroa control treatment strip that will come with your nuke. Leave that in and leave it in place where it is. As you can see, the nuke comes with 3 or 4 frames of brood and bees, brood in all stages. The chocolate cappies you see right there, that's the sealed brood. It has eggs, larvae, and the adult bees, of course, themselves. And now you can see this is the last frame to go in. You've now transferred virtually all the bees in. And now what I do is I then place the last frames intact. You don't have to do anything hard, but you can do a quick bounce like that to keep all the bees have gone inside. Once you've done that, your hive is now installed. Now we're going to add the feeder. I like these top feeders from Man Lake. There's your feeder is now in place. I now take my simple syrup, which is a 1 part sugar, 1 part water. And then I fill my feeder. When after I've placed the feed into the feeder, I do not put the inner cover on. I like to have just the outer cover because sometimes I find with an inner cover in place, it creates a space where sometimes robber bees can get in. That's why I just take that out. I will bring this home with me on that. And in that is the installation of a nuke hive. Thank you so much for joining me today. And if you have any questions, you can always email me at beekeeper1optimaonline.net. Thank you so much and have a great day.